Hey Canucks fans, let's talk about some of the direct play of some of our players. I'm Clay Emo, I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter, I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCBC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Monday, January the 20th. And I know we're on a good mood. We're in a good mood because the Canucks are first in the Pacific Division. Vegas could pass them tomorrow night, but I hope not. The Canucks are on their All-Star break. We got Pearson, Markstrom, and Hughes going to the All-Star game. Canucks have won 8 straight at home, 11 of their last 14. Really, really good performance, 4-1 over the San Jose Sharks on Saturday. So things are going well for the Vancouver Canucks. Only Ferland and Levo, I forgot about Levo yesterday, only Ferland and Levo are major injuries right now. And I've been talking a lot over the past few weeks about the Canucks secondary scoring. Guys like Pearson, Virtanen, Gaudette, even Louis Eriksson, Josh Levo when he wasn't hurt, when he was healthy. The reason why, and I talked about how important it is that the Canucks have that secondary scoring both at even strength and on the second power play unit. And that second power play unit has been a combination usually of Gaudette, Virtanen, Pearson, Roussel, and then Tyler Myers on the back end. And I've come to realize, and this came up in my live stream last night, and the reason why I think those guys are so good and been so effective is the way they play. And the one word I like to use is direct, and I use it right at the top of this vlog today. And think of the way that Hughes and Pearson and Besser and Miller and even Horvat, think about how they play. It's not the most direct style, right? It's a lot of, instead of north-south skating, as they say, up and down the ice, it's a lot of left-right, east-west skating, because they are, especially guys like Pearson and Hughes and JT Miller, they're very good hands. They like to make moves with the puck. Even Horvat likes that toe drag move, that outside-in move. So you see a lot of east-west, along with north-south, but a lot of creativity, a lot of puck handling, a lot of trickery. Even you saw Horvat try to go through his legs when he had some time in front of the net a couple games ago. So there's all these things, cool things, especially when they work. Don't always work, but that Pearson, Hughes, Miller, Besser, and Horvat can do with the puck. Contrast that to the direct style of play, and think about the way these guys play. Think about Pearson and Levo and Gaudette and Virtanen. Virtanen's very fast, but he still plays a very direct style. And Louis Eriksson. None of those guys are really going to beat you with a pretty sweet, move or deke, or they're not going to go around you. Rather, they're likely going to go through you or right past you. And I think this really comes to play when you think about the way the second power play unit operates, especially compared to the first power play unit. First power play unit, sometimes, once they get in the zone, it's awesome, their creativity and the way they move the puck around. But once in a while, the first power play unit has trouble even gaining the zone because maybe one back pass too many or one tricky pass to the neutral zone or something too fancy. Whereas when you see what the second unit does, they usually do one back pass. Every team does it. It's not like just only the Canucks do it. But usually one back pass and then one direct pass to one of the two wings, a winger standing at the blue line, or even the guy receiving the back pass just skates it into the zone himself. It's really noticeable when you see the second unit come out right after the first unit, especially the first unit is struggling. And we've seen in recent games that Travis Green is not afraid to start his second unit, especially if he thinks the first unit's kind of lethargic or too predictable. Sometimes he'll start the second unit. Of course, a lot of times that has to do with fatigue and matchups and guys just coming off long shifts. But I saw it in the San Jose game, I think it was twice, the second unit started the power play instead of the first unit. And we saw that the second unit actually held the puck in the San Jose zone for Saturday night for one complete power play, the entire 2 minutes. It was quite impressive. But they play a direct style. They get the puck, especially, like I said, with the man advantage, they get the puck in the zone, 1-2 passes, and boom, shot to the net, create an opportunity for a tip, rebound, direct goal, whatever it may be, set up a screen in front. But that's how the second power play unit operates. And again, look at who's on there. Tanner Pearson, Jake Virtanen, Adam Gaudette, Antoine Roussel, and Tyler Myers. None of those guys you'll say are the best stick handlers ever. They're not going to wow you or dazzle you with dekes for days, but they are going to go straight to the net and get pucks on net. And by going straight to the net, you can set yourself up for deflections, for 2-on-1s, for rebounds, whatever it may be. And we've seen all 5 of those guys, well, maybe not Myers as much, but we've seen Gaudette, Roussel, Virtanen, and Pearson all score like that. Louis Eriksson goals have been like that, not just the empty netters, but the ones at even strength. They are a matter, because I don't think Louis Eriksson has the ability to skate east-west actually. So Eriksson just up and down, but he skates hard, not the fastest guy ever, but he's hard on the puck, and we saw him beat out that San Jose player to set up Pearson's empty netter against San Jose. So there's a lot of really, really good things that guys like that do, the direct way they play. And that's why, you know, like I said, on the second power play unit, they game the zone, 1 or 2 passes, and boom, puck to the net. And I see that at even strength too. You see it in the way that Tanner Pearson plays. That's why I think, you know, Pearson and Eriksson are good line mates for Horvat. Horvat is also a bull. He also goes direct as well. But like I said, he's not afraid to make some moves, try some things, outside in moves, toe drags, whatever it may be, where you never see Pearson or Eriksson try a toe drag, but they don't need to, because they'll just go to the net and go for a rebound or do a quick snapshot or wrist shot, whatever it may be. And I love it. I love Jake Virtanen. He's got speed, but it's very direct. He's always getting up, down. You rarely see him use his speed going across the rink. It's always up and down, flying up and down one wing or through the neutral zone. And then you see that with Adam Gaudette as well, and Anton Roussel play. When you watch that third line, and when Jake Virtanen's playing on that third line, it is kind of fascinating to see how they're just straight up and down, not a lot of crosses, not a lot of pick plays, just up and down their lanes and making things hard for the opposing D-men and opposing forwards. So that's what I like. That's really what I want to talk about today. I'm not saying it's better. I'm not saying it's worse. They are definitely, you could argue that they're not as skilled as the Petterssons and Hughes and Bessers and Millers of the world. But that's why they have why they have to play how they play. But I love it. I love seeing the contrast between Power Play 2 and Power Play 1. Both of them do good things. That's why the Canucks Power Play is still top 10 in the league. But they're both vastly different styles. And I think it's nice. It changes things up. It makes it harder for teams to defend. It makes it harder for goalies to predict what's going on. So I think that's a good thing. And then you see it on the third line when Gaudette plays with Virtanen and plays with Roussel. And you see it on 2/3 of the second line when it's Pearson and Eriksson, playing on the wings for Bo Horvat. Now, what's really interesting, the last thing I'll say about this direct style of play, is when you swap Virtanen and Besser, now you have Virtanen, a very north-south player, playing with 2 east-west guys in Peterson and Miller. So maybe that's a good thing. Instead of having 3 guys that are very skilled and indirect, as I guess you'd say, you now have 1 direct player down there. And similarly, when you put Mark Besser with Gaudette and Roussel, now you have a guy who's a bit more creative with the puck, who can do things more east-west as opposed to straight north-south like Gaudette and Roussel are. Now, as I've said in the live stream, as I've said many times, I don't think you want Brock Besser permanently on the third line, but to change things up for a couple nights or a couple games, or to get certain guys going, whether it's Besser or Virtanen or their line mates, I think it's fine. But I don't want to see it progress too far into the last third of the season. So that's what I want to talk about today. I think it's an underrated, underappreciated part of the Canucks' success. We know that secondary scoring is good, but today I kind of wanted to delve into why the secondary scoring is so good, and especially the common denominator between all these guys, the way they play, that is how direct they play. And again, Pearson, Virtanen, Roussel, Gaudette, Eriksson, they all play that same way. I think it's great. It's a wonderful fodder for the Hughes, Petterssons, Millers, Bessers, and Horvats of the world. Canucks fans, tell me what you think. Do you think I'm off my rocker, or do you think I'm onto something here? Or maybe you're saying, well, no kidding, Sherlock, this is something that we can all pick up on. But it's something I really noticed in being at the last 2 games live, Thursday, Arizona, Saturday, San Jose, seeing those 2 Canucks victories, seeing the contrast between the 2 power play units, and seeing how well those secondary players are complementing what the primary players are doing and often outscoring them at certain times. So there you go, Canucks fans. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I'd love to read, react, and reply as always. And let me know if you appreciate their direct style of play and if you think that, what I said makes sense. I'd love to know what you think. Leave a comment and I'll look at it as well. Subscribe if you like to, like this video if you like to. Enjoy the day, enjoy the night. God bless. Go Canucks go.